Right, good morning, guys. Question of the day: if relapse is unacceptable, what other behaviors are also unacceptable? Great question, really strong question, and resonates with me. I mean, if relapse is acceptable, I think we lose everything, right? But looking at it through that lens, I think other behaviors that should be unacceptable is making excuses, like, oh, it wasn't that bad, or everyone struggles with this. I deserved it anyway, like I had a big week and I needed this, so I think that's unacceptable. And when you make excuses, you're just training your mind to believe that you don't need discipline, right? If you'll make excuses for yourself, everything will become acceptable. So we can't have any of that. And faking, repentance, feeling sorry for yourself, but not changing any of the behaviors will lead you down that path. I've done that for myself, where I just feel sorry, and it just empowers me to keep going down drugs, alcohol, because it's that negative loop. So self-pity, I think, is unacceptable. Making apologies to yourself and the people around you without taking any action to correct your behavior, I think, is unacceptable. You're just training your mind to be, to keep going down the same path. If we want to make sure that relapse is unacceptable, we got to cut off all ways that lead us to that. And I think one other thing that's unacceptable is being inconsistent. Talking about discipline, I think that's the key. So ignoring the routines that worked. You were doing it was going great, and then you just decided, I don't need that no more. And abandoning all your structure, your discipline, your workouts when your emotions get a little bit better. You're like, oh, I got this, I'm good now, I don't need any of this anymore. So I think we need to look at it in a way that we don't demand perfection from ourselves, but we have to demand honesty, ownership, and forward movement. So that's how I view that question. Have a good morning, guys.
All right, buckle up. Are you ready? Almost 4 years ago, I hit a really big low, and I knew I was going to die. I kind of had a spiritual intervention. I heard a voice in my head. I heard, we're giving you another choice. It's almost like there was a spiritual exchange where I was like, okay, I'm going to change my life around. It's almost like the need for alcohol went away. I started a program and I stuck to it. And when I tell you, I've never even thought about drinking again. And that to me is a miracle. It's a miracle, because I had relapsed hundreds of times. And so it didn't make sense to me that physiologically that could just shift. Wow, the most painful moments in my life were my biggest gift, because now I'm on the other side of it and I can talk about it. And I feel like anything could come my way and I know I can handle it, sober and clear-headed. And I guess this chapter of life is me being me, finally.
Back to work. Thankfully, made it past that flu. Wasn't actually too bad, probably because of my health regimen and sticking to my plan. So what's unacceptable? Instead of giving detail particulars, I'll go for more of a framework. So unacceptable is if I make any decision with the intent to harm myself or others. If others are acting in a selfish manner whose primary purpose is not for self-care, and it is also has intent to set back others, particularly those that are actively recovering and in a sober state. And lastly, people that are not willing to treat others with dignity and respect, because I think that's the baseline for any and everything that we do when it involves a group. And this is a we. It's not an us. I mean, an I. It's a we. It's an us, not an I. And And then Mike, to your...
See, you can do anything. You can get up any hour, read any book, take any class, make any change, develop any skill, do any discipline. I mean, you can do it all. When this how and the why, or when the why starts to grow, the how gets simple.
Good morning, fellas. Hope everyone's having a good day. Yeah, relapse to me is unacceptable. I haven't relapsed. It does not have to be part of recovery. I don't have an issue because we have to say what we have to say. Yeah, I guess I have a personal issue when you say, hey, relapse is part of recovery. It doesn't have to be. And if you do things that people that have come before you and things that we're doing in here, more than likely, you're not going to relapse. I won't say ever, but I can tell you if I do everything I did yesterday, I'm not getting high. This is the bottom line, My new addiction now is push-ups. Like I'm chomping at the bit for 12:30 to give my body that rest. But I'm like, I want to dive down and wait, but I haven't. I want to see how many I can rip out on that first set. But, so what behaviors are unacceptable? The big ones, people, places, things, casinos, strip clubs, bars. There's going to be times where it's going to be unavoidable. You might have to go to a bar that you don't want to go. So you have to save those times. You can't do that on leisure time. Like you can't go hang out at bars and think the one time when you have to go or do some family, funeral, whatever it is, and you go to a place that has alcohol or something like that that might have some triggers, that you're going to be okay because you've set that standard that that's okay and it's not. So they're the big ones. The ones that people don't realize are truly the unacceptables are not going to meetings or being connected, not praying, not working the steps or some kind of other self-development program. The daily non-negotiables. We're building non-negotiables here for a number of different reasons. The main one to stay clean and sober, which is incredibly important. For me, it's to be a better father, better husband, better son, a better employee. But for someone that's just coming around, man, pray, go to meetings, go to as many meetings as you possibly can. Build that foundation, get a sponsor. Work the steps, get a home group, stay connected. What's totally unacceptable is not staying connected because that's when you're going to slip, right? When you're out of the boat. So, I hope everyone got something from this. Have a great day, fellas. All right, fellas. It is till 1 o'clock, so I'm over 24 hours. Let's see what I get for this first one. Oh, 20. Look at that. 20. 80 to go, baby.
Hey Mark, I'm gonna send a video here in a minute. I'm just pulling up to train. I hope that you can take constructive criticism because you didn't get 20. Your push-ups suck right now. So I want you to watch the video, and I'm sure Tony can chime in on this, and Matthew will let you know too that I pointed it out to him the other day, and he's since improved his push-up form, because we can't be putting out some half-ass product, bro. We got to be the best. And you know the saying, I don't know who came up with it, but how you do one thing is how you do everything. So we can't have shitty push-ups around here, dog.
Mark, here's what I want you to do, brother. Pay close attention to where my nose is when I come down. See where I'm at? Up.
Yo, brother. Dude, I absolutely can take constructive criticism. You're 100% right. We can't put out a shitty product. So all right. Let me do a redo. I'll see if I can do it. Let me show you. 7, 93 left.
Attaboy. You actually look like a man now.
My mentality when I do start to be like, damn, this is a lot, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, that's what it's supposed to feel like. If you are going toward what the vision look like, and that's like greatness, that's on multiple levels. That's the vision that I'm working towards. I just think about that, like this shit ain't supposed to feel, you know, comfortable. It's supposed to be uncomfortable, it's supposed to stretch you, it's supposed to be a burden to a degree. And you gotta wrap your mind around that and accept it and embrace it, and you catch some wisdom off of that.
I promised myself as a little boy, I said I can never leave the gym knowing I have 5% left. That 5% is magic. That's the magic place for very...
See, you can do anything. You can get up any hour, read any book, take any class, make any change, develop any skill, do any discipline. I mean, you can do it all. When this how and the why, or when the why starts to grow, the how gets simple.
Rain and fire, cross the ocean, another man, been stuck again. Rain and fire,